Hello ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? Welcome back to For Strategy Gaming. This is game number 2 here in a best of 3 series between OGS MC and EG's Puma. This time we are on Terminus RE. We can see right now spawning in the 12 o'clock position. We do have MC as the red Protoss player, and down low in the 6 o'clock is EG's Puma as the blue Terran player. So last game, oh my gosh, last game. Puma opening up with Cloaked Banshees, didn't do much damage with that initial harass, but then moving into a timing push with the Raven, unupgraded Marines, and Siege Tanks. Now, unupgraded Marines with their high DPS, plus that point defense drone from the Raven, and the heavy splash damage and range of the tank. Very devastating combination. Puma's first attack, managing to take out the quick expansion of MC. MC did go quick expo and was sitting on 3 gateways and a robo. That attack was way too much for him to handle. He lost his expansion initially, and then after MC fends it off and gets his expansion out again, instead of Puma working his way into the mid game and coming out with an expansion, what does he do? He just does it again. He pushed it out again with Marines, SCVs, tanks, and Raven. And unbelievably, the second push was enough for Puma to overwhelm MC. Just very impressive play. I mean, it was obviously all-in-y and pretty nuts at that, but the fact that it worked is incredibly impressive, and gotta give a hand to Puma there, because MC is definitely a pretty scary opponent, most would say. So the fact that he managed to decide, hey, yeah, I'm not going to expand, I'm going to try pushing again and see what happens, that was really make or break right there. Literally, if his attack was defended there, he would have just seen a straight up counterattack from MC like a minute later, and it would have been game over. Puma was so stuck on that one base that he was completely screwed if that second attack didn't just kill off MC right there. So either way, good on Puma. It worked out in his favor, so really got to give a hand to the man. So we can see right now MC scouting out with the probe scout, first checking that 9 o'clock position, then we'll be moving down to the 6 o'clock in which he will be scouting Puma. Puma does have that full wall off right now, and wow, that is not orthodox at all. He got that second depot before that orbital command. Very early second depot, much earlier than you need it. He wanted that wall off completely before MC pushed in, just to ensure that MC would not see what's going on. We've got that Marine rallied out, and MC needs to be a little careful because that Marine's about to pop out in just 1 second. So MC pulling back right now, realizing that Marine is on the way, and here comes a reactor. And is he doing it again? This is a little bit different. He could be going 1 Rax Marine heavy into expand. Keep in mind, very large map here, Terminus RE, incredibly large. Macro-focused play tends to be the name of the game. We've got that very close natural expansion followed up immediately by that third right there. So macro-heavy play certainly makes a lot of sense. And there we go. Puma is, in fact, 1 Rax Marine heavy with that reactor into expand. And there we go. Back over here for MC. What does he have planned? Nothing too telling as of yet. He does have a Stalker coming on through, not bothering opening up with the Zealot at all. Should be using that Stalker for some early game aggression, and actually SCV Scout getting in but not checking too much. And here we go, MC will be moving out with that expansion. So 1 gate into expand this game, starting out with some Stalkers. That'll allow him to get some map control, especially against Puma. Puma opening up here with Marine heavy. Marines are god-awful against Stalkers early game, especially in small numbers. With some proper kiting and a little bit of micro, these Stalkers can soften up quite a few Marines and even get a kill or 2 off. It's not going to be possible for MC this game, though, because we do have that bunker up right now for Puma, so he should be pretty safe against any possible Stalker harass. But once again, MC spotting that bunker should respond by probably getting a robo just to see what is going on. So we should be seeing a robo drop sometime soon over here for MC. There's 2 more gateways, so holding off on that robo for now at least. Maybe not too concerned given the size of the map. He's buying himself some time. Not expecting probably Banshee harass as well. This map really not the most effective on, but we do expect that robo there. It's not. Wow. Okay, please be a robo this time. MC, don't let me down, buddy. Don't let me down. There we go. So robo finally coming out. MC first making sure that he's got plenty of gateways, then dropping that robotics. He either way will be fine. Even if Banshee harass was on the way, it's still a couple of minutes away from now. Now, it is not going to be the case. We are going to be seeing, obviously, Bio Heavy here from Puma. So he will be playing a little bit more standard this game. Puma should be dropping off right now. Should be dropping a mule. Should be dropping a mule. There it goes. Mule from that command center. And then sooner or later, we'll be dropping that down to the expansion. Now, we do have MC getting ready to scout that out. He's right here because he needs to see, okay, if there's no expansion coming, that means that there might be a drop and there might be those Banshees. So he just wants to make sure you basically get a good idea of what's going on. Now, Puma will be trying to deny that scouting there, coming out with the SCV Scout, spotting the probe over there. We'll be dropping down with 3 Marines, and see you later. That patrolling probe gets taken out very, very quickly. MC with another pylon over here, possibly getting ready to move into that third sometime soon. Again, he's sitting on these 4 gateways. He's got an observer coming on through, none in play yet, but this one will be out in just one moment. Now we've got Stim Pack as well as Combat Shield coming out for Puma. Again, Rax Heavy, so we'll be going for that Bio Heavy build. And it might be a couple more minutes until we actually see any aggression from either player, because both players pretty much just macroing up at this point. Again, with those upgrades, we could very well see a Stim Combat Shield timing push from Puma. And if that were the case, he would be moving out in about a minute right now. But I don't know, he's coming out with some bunkers, so might be just a little concerned about some aggression. We've got a Marine moving on forward. That will be grabbing a Zelnaga Tower. We also have the Observer moving out for MC. So MC wants to see what's going on, and again, he just will be seeing Bio Heavy. We've got a Factory right now coming out as well for Puma. So Puma obviously getting ready to work his way right on up into those double medevacs. A couple of Marines pushing across, and MC worried about getting scanned and sniped out of the sky, decides to pull away. But again, Combat Shield is finished. Stim Pack just about finished as well, and here comes those concussive shells. Marine coming over, grabbing this tower. We got a Marine at each tower right now. He might actually be able to see that Observer coming through. So there's the Observer in the main, so MC now fully aware. All right, Bio Heavy. Got that transition into medevacs as well, so now he knows what to do, and immediately dropping down that Twilight Council. Could very well. In fact, I fully expect to see some Charged Zealots come into play here. Charged Zealots will be very effective against Bio build. You incorporate some Colossus and or High Templar there as well, and you've got yourself a recipe for disaster for your Terran opponent. So we'll have to see what happens once that Twilight Council does finish. So back over here, Observer scouting out again, just Bio Heavy production. No action yet from either player. Nothing even looking like it may be possible action. Just both players sitting around right now with their thumbs up there. You know what? We've got a transfer right down. There we go. Starport transferring onto that reactor. Factory will be moving out to scout. It is useless at this point in the game, so might as well check out. Checking thirds, very, very, very possible. But would be surprised if he went clear across the middle, although he does have those towers, so maybe not the worst of ideas. And there we go with that Starport double medevac making its way on through. Missile turret situated over here to deal with any possible observers. Wouldn't be the worst idea to have one right around here, maybe in this position as well. Again, to deal with observers and possible DT that might come late game. And unbelievably, we're seeing some Blink Stalkers. Now, I say unbelievably because Stalkers in general not very good against Bio Heavy, especially Marauder Heavy as well. If we take a look over here with the double Tech Labs, we will be, of course, Marauder Heavy for Puma. But with that said, two things, well, I guess one major thing to keep in mind. Very large map and Stalker mobility. Okay, that is two things. Two things to keep in mind. Very large map and Stalker mobility. With that Blink, given the size of this map, you can harass and just run back home very quickly with those Blink Stalkers, and that may very well be what MC is trying to do right now. We've got a Marine actually scouting out over here, trying to drop that force field to stop him from going any further. Unfortunately, that didn't work. He's still alive. Unreal. Just kind of microing around. He's not going to do any more damage, really. He might get one shot off on the Zealot and see you later. Chomped right in half. Couple Marines over here and a few Marauders sitting next to this medevac. I would be surprised if they tried to push. We got a drop that will be going over here. Another thing about these Blink Stalkers allows MC to much more easily defend himself against drops. The Blink Stalkers with that mobility allows him to kind of maneuver all over the place and contend with any drops that we may be seeing from MC. So that probably could be another part of the reason why he decided to open up with those Blink Stalkers, just to deal with that specifically. We have Marine moving out, grabbing the tower, and he's a goner right now. The Marines and Mirage up top decided not to stim up. A little bit concerned about engaging that force, so deciding to just hold off for the time being. We got a Factory landed over here. Here's that drop. We'll be taking out this pylon. Here come those Blink Stalkers, and this medevac's probably a goner. See you later, and there we go. That's exactly the benefit there of those Blink Stalkers. And Mike going back to Stalker, perfect from MC. Didn't lose a thing there. Beautiful play coming down with that expansion as well. Very, very nice there from MC. I am thoroughly impressed now. I wouldn't expect this to actually be an orbital command, but I think given the fact that he saw Blink Stalkers were in play, decided might feel a little bit safer with that planetary fortress. Now we've got a counterattack coming out right now for MC. He is moving himself across the map. First grabbing that Marine sitting at that tower, and there's no Marine sitting over here, so here we go. Big strong push coming from MC. We got a lot of upgrades. Big macro for Puma right now. Level 2 weapons, level 1 armor, and Blink Stalkers right up into the main, and this is again the mobility. Sniping down the barracks, forcing a cancel of that attachment there, and this burning barracks will be dropping very quickly. Those Marines and Marauders very leery as to where to go, and 2 racks down. MC, my gosh, that is a lot of damage. Charged Zealots engaging from the other side, needs to be careful. Blink Stalkers, we got a free medevac kill right there. Second medevac kill, nope. The Blink is still on cooldown. Does he have enough time to pull back? There we go, finally pulling back. MC dealing quite a bit of damage there, killing off those 2 racks. Take a look at the unit loss tab. Looks like, yes, Puma is behind in terms of unit loss, losing the medevac over here. All of those Marines, as well as anything he lost in this engagement, plus those 2 racks. Puma in a tough position right now. MC getting ready to engage back here, checking that third. And again, this is why Puma came out this planetary, to deal with this very thing. So we're going to see MC push against this. We have got some Sonic Storm coming through, so expect some High Templar in play very shortly. And I wouldn't be too surprised if we saw some of those Archon plays come through. Going to be Chrono boosting that out. Are we seeing a drop? Why is he retreating to Sun? Actually, just to pull back right now. I don't see any drops going on, so that's not the reason. But he's just deciding he wants to walk back home for the time being. Maybe just waiting for some upgrades, waiting until he gets some High Templar in play. I don't know, all sorts of possibilities. 2 proxy pylons situated right there in the middle. He did a lot of damage there, and that cannot be understated. MC taking out those 2 racks were absolutely huge. Stopping that drop as well, that initial drop from Puma, something else that was absolutely huge. So MC sitting in a pretty strong position right now. It's going to take a little bit of work for Puma to get himself back into this game. He's continuing to churn out these Marines and Marauders. I believe we did see a Ghost Academy as well. Maybe that was just an armory and I'm a dummy. Nope, there is in fact a Ghost Academy, and I don't know how many ghosts he has. No ghosts in play. He's got 1 coming through, and he's actually going to be pushing Ghostless here. Maybe just moving across the middle. He does have a few proxy pylons he gets free kills for right there, but still. 1 medevac loaded up over here. Nothing doing for that, and I think that that's pretty much it. I don't see any other sort of drops that may be taking place on MC's base from Puma anytime soon. So he gets those 2 free proxy pylon kills. And he'll be sitting with a Marauder here at this tower, also sending over a Marine to this tower as well. And he's got an SCV situated over here. So right now, center of the map, going to Puma. Nice map control right now, buddy, but still, he's really far behind, and he's got a long way to crawl himself back into this game. We got some drop defense over here, a few Zealots, as well as those 2 High Templar. Drop defense in the main being the Cannon and a few Zealots there. Rest of the force for MC, and actually, no, just the Blink Stalkers. He will be utilizing that mobility, as mentioned prior. Get some free kills there at those towers, and that's pretty much about it. Continue to move around the map, though, really no reason not to. Uh-oh, MC expanding over here, but this is scouted out by Puma, so that is going to be a forced cancel for MC. MC really doesn't have a chance. He knows this is scouted out, so he will just be forced to cancel this. Losing a few resources as a result. We do have a Zealot over here that could take care of that Marine, but there we go. There's the rest of the drop. Oh, no, MC lets the pylons finish. Oh, MC, disappointed I am. Lets the pylons finish. There we go, canceling the Nexus, but still, these are dead pylons right now for MC. We got a little bit of force over here in those Blink Stalkers. That's way too much power for him to engage. Stimming up, and oh no! Stalker's in danger, losing 1, maybe 2. He lost at least 1. Also with that scan, losing that Observer. We got some charged Zealot reinforcements, as well as those High Templar coming down. MC feeling a little bit more bold with the rest of his force here. Again, losing that pylon. He still does have 1 pylon situated over here, and there we go. MC moving into the middle, deciding, hey, if I can't take an expansion on that half of the map, I'm just grabbing the damn middle. I don't care, but he's got a large force sitting here in the middle of the map. Taking a look at army supply, they are about even right now. But again, we take a look at Lost. Ooh, boy, MC a little bit behind now. Big part of the reason forcing those cancels. Also lost a few units there in that engagement. So unfortunately for MC, starting to fall behind right now. It's something that hopefully he is able to remedy on MC's behalf. But good on Puma. Now he's got an expansion coming down over here in the middle. Do expect a planetary fortress from that bad boy as well. Lots of bios in the middle. We got Ghost in the back. Those actually need to move up front to drop those EMPs. That's basically the best idea because you want to be able to take out those High Templar before they engage you. Needs to be careful about where he engages though. A little bit concerned right now, dropping the Observer with that EMP. This is a very tenuous situation. We've got a big engagement coming through in just 1 moment. Charged Zealots will be leading the way right now. Lots of ghosts, so hopefully we see some EMPs, but Puma losing that expansion. Feedback going down on 1 ghost. Turning around, though, with an EMP. There's a big storm going down on the bio. Very nice, coming out with an Archon immediately after. So again, just dancing back and forth, these 2 players, neither of which looking to make that big engagement yet. We got a drop going down over here. That gets taken care of, though, by those Zealots and those High Templar. That drop defense. Another drop over here. That cannon will do a little bit of damage. We got a few High Templar over there as well. We do have MC pulling back with the bulk of his force. Very unnecessary. He doesn't need to walk back for that much. A couple of Zealots will be enough. And actually, yes, High Templar still lives. Very, very beautiful right now. MC seeing that the drop wasn't that dangerous, deciding to pull back to the middle. He's got another expansion coming over here. That's a little bit risky. Coming out with that expansion as well. There we go. Stim Marines and Mirage pulling forward right now. Stalkers blinking back. High Templar dropping big storms. Bio taking quite a bit of damage. Needs to pull back. Oh my gosh. Where did that arc go? Oh, look at that micro. Lifted up those 2 High Templar in the War Prison. That was insane micro by MC. Oh, that was crazy. Crazy stuff, MC. Crazy stuff indeed. So we got Charged Zealots pushing forward, and yeah, very tense situation. Another EMP going down, and there's a feedback, massive feedbacks going down on those ghosts. He does land an EMP though. And here we go, big engagement. We'll be taking forward in just 1 second. This is actually looking a little scary right now for MC. I don't know if he has enough. Another big storm going down, lifting up some units, and Puma with that bio, a little overpowering right now for MC, continuing up this push, but there's another storm going down, taking care of a lot of that bio. Some Charge Zealots, some nice more feedbacks going down, and Charge Zealots moving forward to try to swoop up some more of this bio, doing an excellent job right now. MC continuing up these warp ins, some more blanket storms, forcing Puma to push back right now. He's still got a bit of bio left, though, unbelievably. And oh my gosh, he's continuing up this engagement, and MC in a tough position right now, losing all of those warp-in units, and he's going to be losing this expansion as well, and will be pushed back to his main. Probes forced to walk back home. We got some more reinforcements coming down here. MC with a lot of warp-ins. He must be sitting on a ton of gateways right now. He's got those upgrades coming on through as well, and with that scan, Puma should realize he's a little bit outnumbered. What does he have in terms of ghosts right now? He's sitting on 8 ghosts, although I don't know where they are. There we go, a few coming down here, and right now pushing forward right now with those Charge Zealots. He's forced to push back again from this crazy DPS from Puma's army right now. And there's some big storm going down again on that bio, just constant storms. Those ghosts really need to lead the way in these engagements to be able to drop an EMP before we see MC come down with those storms. That's really kind of the proper way to engage. Again, you are vulnerable to feedback, but you should be able to drop those EMPs before that does take place, as long as you're paying enough attention and you have that forward vision. So here we go right now. High Templar moving forward, and still a tough situation. It does look like, oh my gosh, MC is quite a bit behind, and big EMP going down on all this High Templar. We've got some Archons coming out, but this bio is shredding through those Stalkers. Zealots doing what they can, but I don't think it's enough, and oh my gosh, MC with the GG. All right, so there you go, guys. That was game number 2 here. So we'll be moving on to game number 3 in just one moment. As always, guys, if you like the content, please subscribe. Thank you for watching. Keep watching and keep owning.